Hi, good morning. Let's make today better by inspiring achievement more so in our hashtag School of Black Girl Magic than not. Hi. Welcome to Burke Mountain University, our School of Business Etiquette and a promotion of Black Girl Magic as it pertains to inspiring achievement.
In our first thought on appearance, we focus
9:11 a.m. August 26, 2022. First thought on appearance. Initial presentation.
You can say what I say, or say what you want to say, but initial presentation might be a best first topic to consider concerning appearance. Furthest from force, we default to familiarity and convenience, subconsciously selecting red or green over other colors, being more so orientated towards those friendly than in opposition. We would be foolish to promote survival of the fittest, where though we may be without an opposition's opinion, we can't say that we have truly achieved until initial impressions are reinforced. We can't help but shield ourselves from things we find harmful, but the humanitarian in us craves for recognition and achievement, wherein it comes the applause from the body to the recognition of the humanity. As the more force placed on anything calls for a reciprocal force, the more familiar something is, maybe the more likely it being the red pill is picked over the blue. As we are not in any position to demand anything which is given so freely, neither would they nor us, or would we prefer judges' positions being affected in either way. Those who survive from being fittest more than likely may see who they prefer, but from a distance we hope they may see the beauty in the individual we present as an example from which others may learn and grow. What people find as most salient will appear more dominant to them, so often a beautiful woman on a sports car encourages men to purchase. Survival of the fittest pushes men's efforts to take what they don't have, while women prefer choosing from those available the best of others left. We can't say that those feminine are wrong. Abandoning survival of the fittest for natural selection means a certain attention must be placed on enhancing one's appearance through one's cleanliness, attire, and attitude.
An uncompromising cleanliness ensures a beneficial initial presentation. We are always biased when choosing to pick between something clean and another thing that is dirty. Though we'd rather see a dirty man than a dirty woman, not that we would prefer either, but we can't remember a time when something was out of order that they wouldn't try to correct. The woman being right is paramount in her elevation above the standards of ordinary men, but as no man is perfect, a barrage of cautionary information may be distributed for the betterment of mankind which falls on deaf ears. Motivation to do is restricted to the masculine, which both have agreed is better equipped to execute direct orders without caring for backlash from less friendly audiences. Considering initial appearance, it is better seeing a thing separate of its attributes, of which dirt is one. We can put a dirty man to work, but there is nothing anyone can do with a dirty woman except give her or them something to better their condition. Either accenting the body with a consideration for one's hair, makeup, or perfume/cologne, the betterment of the individual is observed in their cleanliness. One could be catering to a certain age bracket where attributes add to character, but character has little to do with initial impressions, where marks, whether political or actual, stand out more so than others. Preferring no negative attribute to ourselves, we acknowledge cleanliness as next to godliness, desiring purity of those we are in relation to for whoever one is judged against. Aside from any attributes, what are we but human, and who could we be but ourselves? Appropriate attire helps ensure a beneficial initial presentation. With the bare minimum, uncompromising cleanliness as well refers to appropriate attire, where leveling up means more so either being enhanced by whatever buttons, jewelry, hats, or bags one may have, or coordinating clothiers so that colors, style and fashion speak volumes of works. Shrinking an audience from all to a select few who are on the same level, we divide those from others with this type of shirt from those with another, so that observers will see a future they may have not without. The fall 2023 burgundy will not be the same as the 2022, though maybe it would, but it would be of a different hue. Not that colors from a prior year aren't sufficient enough, it's just that more often than not candidates are selected from those whose adherence to current market trends shows in their attire. Likewise with style and flavor as well, there are classics, but the new 2022 has a certain ring to it that trumps any other. An amicable attitude helps ensure a beneficial overall presentation. Why? Well, because good begets good, and evil it's like in kind. So we have to look at each new individual or opportunity optimistically, because we never know when, where, or why how people come in our lives, changing them for the better do. But we can't have a positive attitude without an uncompromising cleanliness and appropriate attire, because we feel out of place and uncomfortable knowing we weren't as prepared to win as others had been. As a matter of fact, anything offered to one whose cleanliness is compromised or attire isn't appropriate ought to be rejected, because there is no way that investment will be put to good use with a bad attitude. No amount of money or property can change another's mind who has a bad attitude. Direction can be diverted to another issue like a new pony, but they would still feel the same way about whatever issue brought about the bad attitude. Attacking the world with smiles and hopes of a brighter tomorrow, our attitude is what heightens the atmosphere, and since by default we gravitate toward positive energy, happiness repels the negative.
Concerning ourselves with the biggest and the best, we can't help but recognize those more so appropriate than others, preferring those whose initial impression places some in categories above others. We couldn't say that one with a speck of dust was cleaner than another without any, nor could we allow a previous year's colors to take precedence over present trending hues. Alternation in attitude, perhaps only acceptable over time, and familiarity, may be less welcoming, when it is less so amicable than not. As many are weeded out from others' superlative, we see that those whose attention to cleanliness, appropriate attire, and positive attitudes have broken our first barrier for those outside the bonds of biology to represent our interests were we in need. Black girl magic depends on one's approach that couldn't be so without a welcoming initial presentation.
Thank you for your time and consideration.